3 years under your belt with this core group. How different does a fourth year mean as this team matures and really looks to contend moving forward, do you think?
Well, I mean, I think we've made some good moves over the summer. Obviously, you lose some key guys, but I think we've gained a couple really good guys as well. So you kind of hope that those new guys come in and they mesh well with the team, and we get off to a good start. Obviously. Sorry. I mean, that's kind of out of our control as players, so you kind of leave that up to the staff and Mitch's team to obviously get something resolved. But as players, there's really nothing we can do. You hope for the best, and for us, camp's starting. We're gonna focus on the team and on getting ready for the season.
Presumably, Mitch gets re-signed. Auston, you get to Hyman and Dermott back from injury. Once those things happen, does this group have what it takes to take the long run at the
Well, we sure hope so. I mean, that's what we're obviously we're aiming for every year. So obviously the first round has been a bit of an Achilles heel for us, and just trying to fight through that. It's been tough. We got a good division, lots of good teams, and so for us, I mean, we're just trying to take a step forward and obviously get over that hump.
What did you take out of your meeting with Mike in the offseason in terms of where you guys are and where you want to go?
I mean, I think we made a lot of positive progress. Obviously, you're never going to agree with everything that's being said, and you're going to have different opinions on stuff. But I thought, coming out of it, we made some good progress, and for both of us, I think we're on the same page moving forward, and obviously very excited for the season and just to get everything started.
What do you want out of this year, not only in terms of production and health, but in terms of how much you're used? What can ice time do?
I mean, that's more situational, I think. I think that kind of stuff is kind of kept behind closed doors. It's more between me, myself, and Mike, and so moving forward, I think I made it clear. I think what I wanted to see out of him and what he wants to see out of me, and so like I said, we're on the same page and just kind of moving forward.
Paul McFarland's power play was second last year in Florida in the National Hockey League. How might a assistant coach make things a little different for you guys in terms of moving forward and changing things up and maybe not being as predictable as some might have said?
Well, I think just you kind of bring something new to the table. So I mean, I thought Jimmy Hiller did a good job the last couple of years, and obviously you're bringing in a new guy, and they could maybe see things differently, probably get some different looks and different ideas. From him. So I think the guys that kind of play that role are looking forward to kind of getting that started. So we haven't really had much discussion, obviously. So I'm sure these next couple days, next couple weeks, get to kind of know him more and what he sees, and kind of just group discussions.
Some veteran guys, obviously, were here during your first few years with the team, have since moved on. Guys like Patty and Ron. Now that you're in your fourth year, new deals kicking in, do you feel like you're in position to take on more of a central leadership role on this team?
I mean, I felt that last year as well, but obviously every year that goes by, I think you get more and more comfortable with that. So I think that's what the management expects out of myself, and that's what I expect out of myself too. So.
The opportunity to go back out to Maritime Canada and just knowing the fan support that is there, what does that mean to this team as it kicks this season off?
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, we enjoy going out there. I'm always blown away by the amount of support that we get in Eastern Canada. So we're looking forward to it. We're heading out there. Later on today, we'll have a meeting at the hotel, and it starts for real tomorrow. So, we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to all being together. So I think it's going to be a fun week.
Mike just talked about the priority going to camp is D-zone improvement. How does that work as a five-man group, game to game, I guess, shift to shift?
Yeah, I think it's important that we approach it like a group. It's not just one or two guys that have to take that responsibility. It's a group effort. So that's an area of our game that we've been wanting to improve for a few years, and we've worked at it, and I think that we have made improvements over time. And that being said, we got a ways to go to get to where we want to be. But it all starts tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to talk about lots of stuff. We're going to watch lots of video on things that we can do better, and we're going to take it from there. So kind of one step at a time, but we're very aware that that's an area of our game that we're trying to improve.
Having said that, Morgan, presuming Mitch signs and you get to Hyman and Dermott back from injury, does this group have the ability to get a lot of Stanley Cup next time?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, for every team this time of year, that's the goal. You want to be in a position where you can have a good training camp, have a good start to the season, be consistent, and then down the road make a push, and then once playoff starts, like you saw last year, anything can happen. But that's the goal for us. That's the goal for every team around the league. So, we're not alone, but yeah, I think when you look around our room, when you look at the group we have of new faces and, guys that are returning, I think there's a lot of confidence in what we've built and, where we are right now.
What is the team getting in enticing
An extremely talented two-way defenseman that can really move and pass the puck well, and he's proven over his career that he can play at a very high level. And I mean, we're lucky to have him. The way he moves the puck, the way he moves his feet, he's very effective. And I've watched him play for a long time, and I've always been impressed with him. I've known him for a while, and he works hard during the summer to work on his skill set, work on his passing. And I think that if you add a guy like that into our group, I mean, he's going to thrive, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Tyler said that he's closer to naming a captain than he was at this time last year. As someone who's born in A, how would you embrace a role like that and give him that consideration?
No, I think it's a group effort either way. I don't think anything changes after that announcement's made. We maintain the belief that we're stronger as a group than as one individual, and I think we have multiple guys that are willing to accept that responsibility. But like I said, it's a group effort at all times in terms of being a leadership group. And, we got, lots of experience. We got young guys who have become leaders. And, it's a good situation for our team to be in right now. But, I mean, like I said, I don't think anything changes when that announcement's made, and it's just business as usual, and you move on as a group, and you handle things as a group, and you maintain that team mentality.
Would you want it though?
I'm not answering that. I mean, nothing's going to change. I think that's the most important thing. The leadership group stays strong. It's not going to change anything. Nothing's going to happen overnight. There's no kind of magic that's going to occur. We got a lot of guys that can take that responsibility, but like I said, the group maintains strong, and we do things together. It's not about one individual. I don't know if we're improved yet. I guess we'll find out during the season. But new faces. Some young guys that are very motivated. You talk about Tyson, you talk about Cody and Muzz being here for a full training camp. I think that's exciting. I think as a group we have lots of confidence in what we're able to do, and I think that we're just going to get better as we get more comfortable around one another. But I think the way that those guys can move, I think the way that they can move the puck, and I think it's a step in the right direction for sure.
Last one, guys.
Yeah, a good player, moves well. He's a good skater. Moves the puck. I've played with him before in the past, and I've known him for a little bit. So, he's a competitive guy. He wants to play well. He wants to, really do well here, and I think that's important. And once the year gets going, we're going to have a lot of responsibility with one another about helping each other out, and I think we're both looking forward to that. And it's a huge add for us, and we're lucky to have him.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your family and how much of a transition that is compared to what you've been experiencing here as a Maple Leaf the last 12 months.
Yeah, both times this time of year, the last couple of years, it's been a whirlwind. So, pretty phenomenal day yesterday for me and my family, and to be a dad and have my firstborn son. It's something I can't even really describe. It's very special, very emotional.
Lacrosse or hockey first for boy?
Well, he's got a lacrosse stick in his room already, so so that might be a sign. But whatever he wants to do, I'll be right there behind him, supporting him. So, but I'm sure he'll be at plenty of games. So.
Landed on a name?
Jace, Jace. Well, I think the good part about it is just being there for my wife and leading up to it, and not having really the anxiety of whether I'm going to be at home, being on the road, trying to get home, and missing games and whatnot. Obviously, missing a day or two of training camp really isn't anything when it comes down to something like this. So just being able to be there beforehand and keep her as comfortable as I could, and to be there for everything, and to be there now and the recovery and experiencing all the firsts through the first few days is great. So yeah, we're very fortunate, very lucky.
You worried about being able to get enough rest?
It's part of life, right? You got to find a way to adjust, and no bigger responsibility than being a parent. So, it puts many things in perspective, and it's an experience. I think, like anyone that's a parent here can attest to. There's really nothing like it. So.
How much are you going to miss having Mitch on your wing? Get a taste
Yeah, I mean, Mitchie's obviously a massive part of our team, and I thought we developed some really good chemistry last year. He's a lot of fun to play with. We seem to connect really well in terms of our styles of play. So, but if he's not here at this point, then you got to focus on what we have to focus on, and that's preparing for the season and with everyone that we have here and doing what we have to do to get the results we want. So.
Jason, before, some of you guys have outside the history of training together.
I talked to him mostly after, honestly. I think I know, he knew probably there was a good chance of things in Dallas kind of moving on and wanted a great opportunity to win and to be in a good position. And so knowing him for as long as I've known him, he's always been so passionate about the game and having a good understanding of things that he really wanted to put himself in a great spot. And I think he's going to be tremendous for our team on the ice, but also off of it. We lost a couple really good veterans in Ronnie and Patty Marleau, and I think Spezza is going to be able to relate in very similar ways to our group, which I think is very important. And his skill set and his desire to be here and to fit a role and come be a part of this, I think, speaks volumes. So.
How can the addition of a couple of new players and an assistant coach, in terms of tweaking a power play, make it better, do you think, John?
Well, it's hard to really complain about all the options and the talent we have, and it's just continuing the fine-tuning as the league always is evolving, always is changing. It's always being on top of that. Once you kind of get comfortable and kind of feel good about what you're doing, that's kind of when you seem to fall behind, especially at this level. So, when you bring in a new mindset or a new focus, a new vision, sometimes it can just bring a different feeling in certain ways, in something like a power play or a penalty kill, and just the way you kind of approach it. And then certainly with the type of skill set and talent that we have, there's no doubt once you just kind of get everyone on the same page, it'll be huge.
Looking back on a year, now here you are signed. How important is it to get in a training camp here to make sure that once October comes around, you're good to go and obviously a part of this team?
Yeah, it's obviously a big part of the season to be here and be here during training camp, and I know it helps going into the season being here, that's for sure.
Do you remember what you were feeling at this time last year, just not being at camp?
Yeah, obviously you wanted to be here, but I was still confident that it was going to get done, so yeah.
Confident this will get done?
Of course.
Any advice to Marta for what he may be feeling right now?
To be honest, I talked to him a little bit, but that's between me and him, and it's a process, and that's just what happens. So in the end, I really believe it's going to be done.
Looking back, how difficult was the process? Was it harder than you thought personally to go through it as long as it went?
Yeah, I think the longer it went, it was boring to be at home. You wanted to play and be with the guys, so that's that's what you do, and that's what you love to do. So hopefully it'll get done faster than that.
As you're going through your own situation, did you hear from many of the guys?
Yeah, we talked a little bit throughout the time, but kind of gave you space to figure that part out.
What do you take away most from last season after you came back and struggling to get back to the level that you wanted?
It was a learning process, that's for sure. I've never had a drought like I did last year, so it's fine. I learned from it, and it's behind me, and I'm ready for the new season.
What did the off-season look like for you in terms of your preparation for this camp?
Same thing as I always done every summer, so I'm feeling great, so I'm excited.
Do you feel like you have something to prove with the new contract now that's kicked in?
No, I know what I'm capable of, and I got that contract because of the player that I was prior to signing it, so I'm not too worried.
The addition of someone like Tyson Barrie, what does it mean in terms of transition and kickstarting what you guys are able to do up front, getting those passes in stride?
Yeah, just seeing him out here has been amazing, so I'm really fired up to get out there, play games with him. I think he's a huge addition to our team.
What are the expectations inside the locker room for this group this year?
I think everybody wants to go deep in the playoffs. I think that's the main goal among everybody.
And what are you expecting out of your first camp with this team?
Yeah, I'm just excited. Just looking forward to getting going. And been here for a few weeks now, so it's nice to get going.
What made this the place you wanted to be?
I think just where the team's at in their development, looking to kind of take the next step. It gives me a chance to play on a team that has a real chance to win, and just an exciting core. And I thought when I talked to them, I thought there was a good fit for me, and I liked what they had to say.
Has Mike defined what your role is going to be, center, wing?
Yeah, a little bit, but I may move around a little bit. but I'm definitely somebody that has to play on both ends of the special teams, be good on draws. Depending on what the lineup's looking like that night, it could be in different spots. But for the most part, that's my focus kind of early on in camp.
You lost a lot of veteran voices. Is that something you're hoping to fill as well?
Well, I think you just do that naturally. I think that I've been around for a long time, and I think I can lend some experience to the group and help some guys along. I got some good relationships with some of the leadership core already as it is, so looking forward to just kind of help enhance that. And definitely, as a veteran guy, that's something you have to take seriously.
When you were younger, how important was that to have that voice when you were a youngster like some of these guys?
Yeah, it is. I had great leaders. Played with Daniel Alfredson, Chris Phillips, guys like Curtis Lecision, Brian Smolinski. Like, they were just everyday pros, and that taught me to be an everyday pro, and I think that's why I've been able to play for so long. And it's almost like a pay it forward thing, and now it's your job to kind of show the way to guys. So it was a very important part of my development to have good leaders around me, and now you try to give that back.
Is there a different excitement level for training camp when you're with a new team, or is it like just?
No, I think it's as excited as I've been in a while. Coming here and just with the team where it's at, and being home for me, I definitely want to have a good start and find a role quickly, and it's a little more exciting than normal yet.